Bhagavan says the destruction of the mind is the purpose of meditation. Destruction of mind itself is liberation because mind is the cause of bondage. Transcending the mind is liberation. How to destroy the mind? Mind is nothing but flow of thoughts. When you inquire into the nature of mind, you come to know that it is nothing but flow of thoughts. And whenever the thoughts are witnessed, it has to disappear. Manasam tu kim margane krite naiva manasam. This is a straight method. But Bhagavan, we need some more guidance. How to observe these thoughts? So then, a little more elaborate explanation is given with respect to the contents of the mind. Mind is nothing but flow of thoughts, but these thoughts also can be categorized into two. Vrittayah tu aham vrittim ashritaha, vrittayah manaha vidhi aham manaha. Three statements are made. Number one, vrittayah manaha. Mind is nothing but thoughts. Vritti means thoughts. Now, these thoughts can be divided into two. What are they? Idam vritti and aham vritti. Any thought which appears to be not connected to me is called idam vritti. This thought. Thoughts which are associated with me, defining me, giving an idea about who I am. This notion about myself, that is called as aham vritti. All of us, we have a definition about ourselves. I am a human being, I am a man, I am a woman, and all these definitions are based on bodily characteristics. And our definition is this body is me because when this body is born, I was born. When this body is dead, I will no more be there. Then all the thoughts will be revolving around the performance of this body, appearance of this body, understanding of this body. So this is how Aham Vṛtti is formed. So what is Aham Vṛtti? It is also Vṛtti. The so-called Aham, we think that it is Aham. Bhagavan is saying, Bhagavan is warning us. This Aham which you think it is Aham is not Aham. It is only a Vṛtti. It is only a notion about Aham. Hmm. It is not real Aham. And now, what is the relationship between Idam Vṛtti and Aham Vṛtti? Idam Vṛttayah tu Aham Vṛttim Ashritaha. All the Idam Vṛttis are dependent upon Aham Vṛtti. Any thought which appears to be some stray thought, you will find that that thought has something to do with I thought. It has something to do with me. That is why I am showing interest. Hmm. So, yesterday we were saying, Idam Vrittis are designed in such a way to take care of the welfare and well-being of Aham Vritti. Peace, happiness, security, well-being. Idam Vrittis are designed that way. So you will find that all the thoughts, whether it is worry, tension, anxiety, they are all nothing but Idam Vrittis. But what is the purpose of all these chatterings of the mind? The chattering is, I must be peaceful, I must be secure, I must be happy. There is a connection. Now, if you see this Aham Vritti, the whole basis of Aham Vritti is I am the body. Now, what is the condition of the body? Body is highly insecure. It is dependent upon so many factors for its healthy existence. So many factors are needed for the welfare and well-being of this body. The Aham Vritti is revolving around this body only. So therefore, Idam Vritti is constantly busy. Is everything taken care? Is food taken care? Shelter taken care? Physical well-being taken care? Emotional well-being taken care? So that is what is called as chattering of the mind. There is a reason why mind is chattering. And there is a direction in which mind is chattering. What is the direction of that chattering? Welfare and well-being of this physical body is the direction. Hmm. All the personality should be happy, then only I am happy. Physical personality should be happy. Health of the body is a physical personality. Emotional personality should be happy. When is the emotional personality happy? When people around me love me and I am able to love the people around me. That is the emotional well-being. It is a need, just like food is a need for the physical body, love is a need. Noble emotions are the need for the emotional personality. When people don't love me, especially the people who are near and dear to me, always in touch with me, the mind is not at peace. So emotional personality has to be healthy. So Idam Vritti is busy. What should I do in order to set things right? Again, intellectual personality has to be healthy. What is intellectual personality? I have to understand the world in which I am living in. Mm. Intellectual personality is busy with the cause and effect. Mm. I must know who is Jiva. I must know who is Jagat. I must know who is Ishvara. All the questions are associated with Jiva, Jagat, Ishvara only. I, the world around me, and the creator of myself and this world. All the questions will be associated with these three only. So, intellectual personality tries to find out a logical, convincing, rational answers to all the questions that arise in the intellect. So, who is doing this? Idam Vritti is doing it. So, Idam Vritti is either busy with the physical personality, or it is busy with the emotional personality, or it is busy with the intellectual personality. Rarely, Idam Vritti is also busy with the spiritual personality. Now, what is the spiritual personality? Idam Vritti trying to understand the essence of Aham Vritti. All the thoughts directed towards understanding myself as I am. Actually speaking, it is also done by the intellect only. It is also intellectual, what you call, personality only. But we make it separate because when intellect is busy with the world, we put it under the category of intellectual personality. When intellect is busy trying to understand the self, we give a different category that is called a spiritual personality. Actually, spiritual personality is also activated by the intellect only. But a separate category is made because there is a difference in the content of thoughts. Content is not worldly content, content is content related to I. So this is what we have to understand. Vrittayah tu aham vrittim ashritaha. All the thoughts are associated with aham vritti. So therefore, the moment definition of aham vritti changes, idam vritti will have to change. This is the point. The moment aham vritti is understood as aham, later on that is what is going to happen. Idam vritti will have to subside. So aham vritti is a very insecure entity because it is rooted in body, and body has so many demands. At the physical level itself, it has infinite demands. Then there are demands at the emotional level. Then there are demands at the intellectual level. So many demands are there. And therefore, Idam Vritti is constantly busy trying to fulfill the demands of Aham Vritti. You cannot stop Idam Vritti without destroying Aham Vritti. But the moment Aham Vritti is destroyed, Idam Vritti automatically get destroyed. Now that is what is going to happen. Manasam tu kim margane krute naiva manasam. We are here to destroy mind. Mind cannot be destroyed unless thoughts are destroyed. Thoughts cannot be. Now, thoughts themselves, they are of two categories, Idam Vritti and Aham Vritti. Idam Vrittis are dependent on Aham Vritti. So, the point is, you don't have to worry about Idam Vritti. Many times we are worrying only about Idam Vritti. We are not at all paying attention to Aham Vritti. Ramana Maharshi says that will not work. Problem, who is the creator of the problem? He has to be destroyed. It is exactly like any amount of fulfilling the desires will not do. You have to destroy the desirer. Once desirer is destroyed, all the desires will automatically come to an end. So now this is the direction. So yesterday I was saying, as the mind becomes more and more pure, different subtle truths about our inner instrument is revealed. There are so many truths, and these truths are layer by layer hidden from us. And the essential qualification to know these truths hidden within us, the essential qualification is purity of mind. As the mind becomes pure, we are able to see the happenings in the mind, the contents in the mind. There is more and more control over the mind. Exactly like a torchlight. How far are you able to see in darkness? Depends on how strong is your torchlight. Dim light, you can see only very close things. But as the torchlight becomes strong, you are able to see far away things. Things are there, but I am not able to see. In the same way, so many things are there in the mind. I am not able to see. It is my own mind, but I am not able to see. Just because it is your mind doesn't mean you will be able to see. No, there's a qualification. Mind has to be satvik. Hmm. So that is why purification is emphasized in spirituality. How do we purify? Karma yoga, bhakti yoga, japa, dhyana, puja, satsang, visiting holy places, whatever you want, you can do. Chantings, singing, everything will help. Slowly, the sattva content of the mind increases, and that sattvic mind becomes our best friend in knowing ourselves. Atmaiva hyatmano bandhuhu, atmaiva ripuratmana. So therefore, what do the wise people do? They know that knowledge is the greatest thing. But to know, you must have a pure mind, a sattvic mind. Therefore, they live a life in such a way that mind grows in purity day by day. They don't compromise with the values of life. The more and more we live according to values of life, mind becomes pure. The more and more we live a selfless life, egoless life, mind becomes pure. The more and more we live a life of cooperation and not competition, We live a life of ego effacement, not ego pampering. Then the mind is pure. The more and more we live a life of sense discipline, mind becomes pure. More and more we live a life based on right and wrong and not based on likes and dislikes, mind becomes pure. And all this purity, where does it help? It helps in the seat of meditation. As the mind becomes pure, number one, I'm able to see my own thoughts. I'm able to recognize those thoughts, see those thoughts, perceive those thoughts, categorize those thoughts, witness those thoughts. These are all divine ability. A gross person will never have these abilities. You are able to see your thoughts. So first you are able to see Idam Vṛtti. It's a great achievement. Majority of the people, they are not even able to mm, perceive their own thoughts, even Idam Vṛtti. But as the mind becomes pure, slowly you come to know that there is another Vṛtti which is guiding this Idam Vṛtti, which is supporting this Idam Vṛtti. And what is that? Aham Vṛtti. And as the mind becomes pure, now comes another entity into picture. What is that? Aham. So three entities. Aham, Aham Vṛtti, and Idam Vṛtti. Aham is the core, Idam Vṛtti is at the superficial level.